Hello everybody. Today we are doing a question from CSIR Net June 2017. Question is from part C and therefore is of 4.75 marks and multiple options can be correct. Let us read the question. Let f of x is equals to tan inverse x where x belongs to R. Then options are there exists a polynomial p of x satisfying p of x into f dash of x equals to 1 for all x. Option 2 is fn of 0 is equals to 0 for all positive even integer n. Option 3 is sequence fn of 0 is unbounded. Option 4 is fn of 0 is equals to 0 for all n. So now let us see what is the correct answer. We have been given f of x is equals to tan inverse x for all x belongs to R. So the graph of tan inverse x is, I am drawing it here. This is how the graph of tan inverse x looks like. It is pi by 2 and this is minus pi by 2. So you can see that tan inverse x is a bounded function on the whole real line. Now first option says that there exists a polynomial p of x such that p of x into f dash of x is equals to 1 for all x. So for that, first of all, f dash of x is equals to the derivative of tan inverse x, which is 1 by 1 plus x square. So we have to find whether there exists a polynomial p of x such that p of x into f dash of x is equal to 1. So this is equal to p of x into 1 by 1 plus x square equals 1, and that is p of x is equal to, on taking it towards the right, 1 plus x square. So we are having a polynomial 1 plus x square such that p of x into f dash of x is equal to 1. So therefore we are having option 1 is true. Now option 2 is saying fn of 0 is equals to 0 for all positive even integer n. So we know that f of x is equals to tan inverse x. F dash of x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square, and this gives us f dash of x into 1 plus x square is equal to 0, and f dash of 0 is equals to 1. Now we have to find what happens to the nth derivative of tan inverse x. So for that we have to find the nth derivatives of tan inverse x, and that is quite a difficult process if we will do it using f of x is equals to tan inverse x and then keep on finding the derivative of f of x again and again. We can go for Leibniz rule instead. So by using Leibniz rule we can easily find the nth derivative. So Leibniz rule states that if we are having u and v two n times differentiable function, then the nth derivative of uv, I am representing it by uv whole raised to n, is equal to nc0 nth derivative of u into v plus nc1 n minus 1th derivative of u into first derivative of 1 plus nc2 n minus 2th derivative of u into second derivative of v plus so on till ncn u into the nth derivative of v. So this is what the nth derivative of the product uv will be. So here will be is equal to 1 here. So here we have to find the nth derivative of tan inverse x. Instead, let us find the nth derivative of this term. Basically, let us differentiate this term n times. So let f dash of x be u and 1 plus x square be equal to v. When we will differentiate RHS n times, because it is constant, it will be equal to 0. Now for LHS, this is equals to NC0 nth derivative of u, that is fn plus 1 of x into v, which is 1 plus x square, plus nc1 n minus 1th derivative of u, that is fn of x, into first derivative of v, that is 2x, plus nc2 n minus 2th derivative of u, that is fn minus 1 of x, into the second derivative of 1 plus x square, which is 2, plus nc3 fn minus 2 into the third derivative of 1 plus x square, which is equal to 0, and all the other terms therefore will be also equal to 0. So this is what we have obtained. On simplifying, nc0 is 1, so this is fn plus 1 of x into 1 plus x square, plus nc1 is n, fn of x into 2x, plus nc2 is n minus 1 by 2 into fn minus 1 of x into 2, plus 0 is equal to 0. 2 gets cancelled, and therefore we have fn plus 1 of x into 1 plus x square plus 2nx fn of x plus n minus 1 into fn minus 1 of x is equal to 0. Now, in second, third and fourth option, we are interested in fn of 0, right? We are interested in fn of 0. So let x is equals to 0. So this implies this equation equals to fn plus 1 of 0 into 1 plus 0 square, which is 1, plus 2 into n into 0 into fn of 0. So plus 0 plus n minus 1 into fn of 0. So n minus 1 into fn minus 1 of 0 is equal to 0. So this gives us fn plus 1 of 0 is equals to minus n minus 1 into fn minus 1 of 0. This is what we have obtained. Now let us find what is the correct answer. So we are having fn plus 1 of 0 is equals to minus n minus 1 fn minus 1 of 0. And keep in mind that f dash of 0 is equal to 1, that is f1 of 0 is equal to 0. Now let n is equals to 1. If we put n is equals to 1, then this equation becomes f2 of 0 is equals to minus 1 into 1 minus 1 into 1 minus 1, that is f of 0. So this is 1 minus 1 is 0, so 0. When we will put n is equals to 2, it gives f3 of 0 is equals to minus 2 into 2 minus 1 into f dash of 0, f1 of 0, that is minus 2 into 1 into f dash of 0 is 1. So this is minus 2 into 1. On n is equals to 3, we have f4 of 0 equals minus 3 into 3 minus 1 into f2 of 0. We know that f2 of 0 is equal to 0. So this term is equal to 0. N is equals to 4 is equal to f5 of 0 is equal to minus 4 into 4 minus 1 into f3 of 0, and this is equals to minus 4 into 3 into f3 of 0 is minus 2 into 1. So minus 2 into 1, that is minus minus becomes plus, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is 4 factorial, and this can be written as minus 2 factorial. For n is equals to 5, we have f6 of 0 is equal to minus 5 into 5 minus 1 into f4 of 0, and as f4 of 0 is equals to 0 into 0 gives us 0. For n is equals to 6, f7 of 0 is equal to minus 6 into 5 into f5 of 0, which is equals to minus 6 into 5 into f5 of 0 is 4 factorial. So this is clearly minus 6 factorial. Similarly, if you can see the pattern, we will get f8 of 0 is equals to 0. f9 of 0 will be equal to 8 factorial. f10 of 0 will be equal to 0. f11 of 0 will be equal to minus 10 factorial, and so on. So basically we can see that we are having a pattern in which all the even multiples, all the even integers, for all the even integers fn of 0 is equal to 0. If n is even, we are having fn of 0 is equal to 0. So option 2 is correct. Option 4 is saying fn of 0 is equals to 0 for all n, which will be wrong, because for the odd integers fn of 0 is not equal to 0. So option 4 is not true. Now for option 3 is sequence fn of 0 is unbounded. So as you can see that f1 of 0 was 1, f3 of 0 is minus 2 factorial. So I am writing it here, 1, 0, then minus 2 factorial, then f5 of 0 is, f4 of 0 is 0, f5 of 0 is 4 factorial, f6 of 0 is 0, f7 of 0 is minus 6 factorial, f8 of 0 is 0, f9 of 0 is 8 factorial, f10 of 0 is 0, f11 of 0 is minus 10 factorial, and so on. So clearly the sequence is an unbounded sequence, and therefore option 3 is correct. So option 3 is the correct answer. Therefore the correct options are option 1, 2 and 3. Option 4 is wrong. Thank you.